So the crazy market is still rolling ahead full steam. I've done a few videos explaining why it's actually a great time to buy a home. You can see one of them right up here. But it's also a phenomenal time to sell a home. So today, I'm going to teach you how to sell your very first home ever. Welcome back. It's Zach with the Pelican Team Real Estate in Fort Myers, Florida. There's a ton of info out there for first-time home buyers and how to buy a home, but there's not nearly as much info for people who want to sell a home, particularly first-time home sellers. So anyway, you bought your first home a while back and now you've outgrown it. Maybe you've had a family and need more room, maybe you're being transferred for work, or maybe you're selling a vacation home that you aren't using as much as you had anticipated. Whatever your reason, there's a few steps involved, so let's talk about those. Step 1. Hire your agent. This is obviously a very important step. There's no shortage of real estate agents in any market, but there is a shortage of qualified, experienced agents. You need to do your research, and while you could hire your cousin or your buddy who just got the real estate license, you need to decide whether or not you trust them to sell your largest asset. Anyone can list a home on the MLS. The value shows when it comes to market the home outside of the MLS, negotiating with buyer's agents, and knowing what the local laws, requirements, and customs are. It's even better if you can find someone who's had experience with transactions not going as planned, that they were able to reel back in and close on time. I suggest asking your friends, coworkers, and family members for referrals to agents that they worked with and were happy with. And don't just shop around by price. First of all, you get what you pay for in terms of quality. Second, if an agent is willing to drop their own commission so quickly, how do you think they're going to negotiate when it comes to your money? Step 2. Once you've hired an agent, have them do an assessment of your home. Don't just assume that you need X, Y, and Z done to your home, and don't ask a contractor, as they might just tell you need all sorts of work done. Discuss your concerns with your agent about what should be repaired, and most importantly, what will give you the greatest return on your investment. There's no point in fixing something for $2,000, but it's only going to get you an extra $1,000 when it comes time to sell. I've had tons of clients who think they need to do this and that and all sorts of stuff to their home, but in reality, the repairs that they think they need are not going to add any value to their home. So talk to your agent about what really should be done to your home to get the most money. And this assessment just isn't about repairs, but about your agent instructing you on how to get the home ready by decluttering, by putting a lot of things away, and perhaps moving around the furniture so the layout looks more appealing to more buyers. Step 3. Do the things we just talked about in Step 2. If you need to get a contractor or painter, get those scheduled ASAP or plan time to do the DIY projects. Break out that honey-do list that's been growing for the past couple of years. Make sure all of your light bulbs are working, even the ones that are 15 feet up. Clean the ceiling fan that's been building up dust for years. Have you ever turned off a ceiling fan that's always on and looked at it? It's absolutely disgusting. If a buyer comes into your home and sees things that need to be repaired or cleaned, they're going to start making a mental list of discounts to ask for. Even relatively minor things like burned out light bulbs, dirty ceiling fans, stains on the carpet, or just general clutter, it all gives the impression that you don't take care of the home. Step 4. Now this may have come up earlier, and it may be a reflection of the things we've just discussed, but you and your agent are going to need to discuss a price for your home. The only way to come up with an accurate price is to run comparables, also known as comps, to see what similar homes have sold for recently. Similar location, similar size, similar condition, and so on. The amount you paid for the home doesn't matter, it has no relevance on the current value. The amount you need to net from the sale of your current home doesn't matter. The balance owing on your mortgage doesn't matter. The buyer doesn't care about your financial situation. They just want to know that they're going to get a home at a price that reflects the fair market value. Now don't get me wrong, you might find some buyers that are willing to overpay for a home, and we're seeing that more often these days, but don't count on that happening. It's one thing to price your home according to the actual value and let buyers bid up the price. But if you artificially inflate the value of your home for no reason or just to test the market, more than likely you're just going to be wasting everyone's time and you're going to end up reducing the price in the future. If you don't price your home seriously, you can't expect people to make a serious offer and you're going to be disappointed with the results. The most critical time in a listing, meaning the time when you're going to have the most exposure and are most likely to get offers, is in the first 2 weeks. Once a home passes that 2-week mark, buyers are going to start to wonder what's wrong with it and why isn't it selling. So how do we make sure those first 2 weeks are absolutely amazing? That's Step 5, where we get the home ready to go on the market. This is when the professional photographer and videographer will come through your home and take photos and video. Make sure your agent uses a professional photographer. When you're first interviewing them, ask them who takes the listing photos. If the agent uses anybody besides a full-time professional photographer to take photos, don't sign with them. The photos are the critical first step in marketing your home, and if an agent doesn't hire a professional photographer and pay for the photographer, you need to find an agent who does. Just before the photographer comes in, you need to make sure your home is staged accordingly. If the home is vacant, sometimes it makes sense to add a little bit of furniture because an empty room can actually look smaller than a furnished room. Again, this is something you should discuss with your agent. Once the professional photos come back from editing, which should be about a day after they're taken, you're ready to go. Here's one quick bonus tip. In addition to the professional photo and video, make sure you have a 360-degree virtual tour of your home. Again, this is something that your agent should coordinate and pay for, and it's vital in current times when so many people are viewing and making homes on offer sight unseen. Even if the buyer is local, they're going to start their search online, so be sure that they can go inside your home from their computer. This way they can virtually walk throughout your home, turn around inside it, and almost be just like they're there. Congratulations! Now you know how to sell your very first home. By choosing the right agent, putting in some time and effort and maybe a little bit of money into your home, you're setting the right asking price, you're going to get the most exposure and the most money when it comes time to sell. And of course, if you're in Fort Myers in Southwest Florida, I happen to know an excellent agent for you to meet with. As always, reach out to me with any questions or ask them just down below in the comments. Please be sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button too so you never miss a video on real estate and life in Southwest Florida. I will see you in my next video.